Hello, hello, League Guardians. Alright, so this is gonna be a classic jungle vibe. Machete, refillable push, and warding totem. Now, why I picked Vi this particular matchup. She's got a strong level 2, level 3, and then the rest of the game, you know, it takes a while for her to get the next level of smackdownage. But, like I said, let me explain why I picked. Jinx, Lee Sin, and Vayne were the first picks of their team, and then I picked my character. And all three of these guys, like double ADC and a Lee Sin, those aren't very tanky at all. They could have picked a tankier mid laner and a tankier support, but they didn't. And I just had the idea, when they don't pick a tanky jungler, the odds were in my favor, 3 out of 5. Yeah. So we're going to be visiting top quite a lot. We're going to be ganking at level 2. Renekton has the advantage. But to make sure that I don't think Vayne saw me.
Let's get cracking.
Alright, just get a little damage out. Now, the reason why I'm staying here is because of my damage spike. It's pretty big at the moment. She can chase me all day if she wants.
Who needs a beat down?
Alright, that's totally cool.
Hit it hard.
She's wasting all that time. Alright, let's see if I can... I might die to this, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna die. But that's alright, because I delayed Vayne's ability to farm. Oh, Renekton's taking so much free damage.
I'm my own
You should know a little better than that. So the ward should fade away at some point.
plan. I don't need a plan.
Okay.
I let my hands do the talking.
I guess, wow. I'm really off my game. Wow, my power spike is gonna be delayed by a long time. I don't think the Renekton knows what he's doing.
I'm doing this my way.
First blood. Enemy.
Who needs a beat down?
Now, Vayne probably told,
Hit hard.
Vayne was probably like, hey Lee Sin, you need to invade the red.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh, wreck it. An enemy has been slain.
Yeah. Taking my stuff.
Plan? I don't need a plan.
I can't follow up much after that.
Here comes
Shut down.
Lee Sin likes to make a home in my camp.
Piltover's finest.
I'm kind of fearful of Renekton right now. I need to ward for him. Looks like Renekton's dead.
An ally has been slain.
I don't even have to look over there to figure that out. Level 7 Vayne. Alright, we'll see how this progresses.
An ally has been slain.
You gotta make the door.
So, alright, Renekton's level 7 at least.
An ally has been slain. Has been destroyed.
That was pretty good.
Let's get to the fun.
But not good enough. Oh, I just nudged her with my fist. I was like this far away. She's probably not happy about that.
I'm my own backup.
But in my opinion, if I was Renekton,
Here I come to save the
I wouldn't know exactly what to do in Vayne's case.
I'll never know what hit him.
Because she's ranged. And I don't do top enough to know how to deal with ranged opponents.
Let's get cracking. I don't need a plan.
That Renekton is funny. Wow. Alright, so before that, we're gonna get components of the Black Cleaver.
Killing spree.
I'm doing this my
Who's on a killing spree? Was it oh, Katarina. Awesome, awesome. Alright, so our other guys
Enemy has been slain.
gonna be pinging for Mr. Heimer. The Donger.
Let's get to the fun.
An ally has been slain.
Now this is interesting. Okay, the Vayne is playing things a little smart.
Piltover finest.
Okay, looks like he's getting off his combos.
Ally has been slain.
I let my hands do the talking.
I can hide too, Vayne. Look, I'm in a bush. Oh!
Killing spree.
How could she not predict the Flash?
Sometimes you gotta make a door.
Ooh. Come on, do it. Get out of there. You got it. You got it. Yeah.
Who needs a deep
All right.
Who needs a beat?
Oh, I feel like Renekton's he's going ham.
Has been slain.
He's got He's got a hold on that vein. Oh my goodness! Oh, poor Renekton. Wonder what got him.
You gotta make a door.
Killing spree.
All right, I'm coming. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, so I gotta go top to defend.
I'm my own backup. I'm doing this my way.
All right, so my job is to do some damage to that.
Smaller than the diagram. Plan? I don't need a plan.
All right, so looks like I gotta go back top, deal with the vein.
Here I come to save the day. Or wreck it.
Rampage.
I don't care. They'll never know what hit 'em.
So I'm gonna have my 2 items soon. My Black Cleaver
Hit a wall. Hit it hard.
and my Warriors. That was weird.
Sometimes you gotta make a
Shut down.
Not sure what to make of old Heimer. It was mad bomber going on.
Here I come to save the day.
Heimer's lining up his turrets right there.
Let's get cracking.
An ally has been slain.
I don't need a plan.
All these pink wards.
I have my own backup.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, let's see if I can get these wolves.
I let my hands do the talking.
Oh, come back, buddy.
I'm doing this my way.
That's a little overkill.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Ooh, yes. Let's see if I can get a little jinxy.
If you hit a wall,
Yes, yes, come here, Jinx, come here. Aww. Why are they all exploding?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I let my hands do the talking.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright. There's Vayne. I know. Let me wait for my ultimate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's why you wait for your ultimate, boys!
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, I'm coming.
Come save the day.
Or I think Renekton, they got that.
Let's get to the fun part.
So yeah, since they have no like, they have no solid like. Ooh. That Heimer with the steal. So since they don't have like a main tank. So since they don't have a main tank, they're so like vulnerable to me, it's not even funny. So we're gonna get some of that magic, and let's actually get Randuin's Omen. Cause I do so much damage with my combo. I don't need that much more damage. And Vayne's going a critical strike build.
Plan?
Looks like they all went after Renekton. Oh. Come here, buddy! Oh, punch that, yeah. Aw. Ooh. I think the Randuin's Omen components paid off already. Oh, yikes. Oh! What is this Katarina? What was that? What was that? What was that? Where did this Katarina come from?
Sometimes you gotta make a
3 minutes until till dragon. So at this point, because the death timers aren't so low, we still can't it's not a good idea to go and ooh, the surprise is coming out.
If you hit a wall,
I didn't even have to use my ultimate. Oh, hello, Jinx. Oh, it's rough.
they'll never know what hit 'em.
These poor guys. This is just a murder fest. Alright, so we're gonna get that awesome item. Oh, what else? What else is an awesome item? Da, 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 da. Who is on their team? Oh, Heimer. Okay. Da, 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 da. We're gonna go. We're gonna be silly this match. Seeker's Arm Guard.
Piltover spike.
Shut down.
We're gonna be building a Zanya's for later. For style points. Ooh, that cat, man. Yikes.
Killing spree.
You do not want to mess with that cat. Oh, there's Heimer. Aww! I couldn't build my Zanyas! Ah! No! Oh, those poor guys. Oh my goodness. That Katarina. What was that move? 17-8. I wasn't even keeping track. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do a little itemization breakdown. But before that, one more reason why I win Vi. They don't have tanks. And when they have to skirmish like that, Vi has that burst ability. You have your Q, you hit your Q, you do an auto, you do your W, your denting blows, I think it's called, and you can actually do another auto if that's possible. And then you can do your ultimate, and that is wham bam, so much damage right there. That is so much damage. And when you have your enchantment warrior and your black cleaver, you are a monster. You have 20% cooldown reduction and another 20% the 30% cooldown reduction. So your ultimate is going to be, back up quick. And at that point, those items are the kingpin items right there. Like, at that point, you can go tanky. It's probably better that you go tanky. But depending on who's fed on the other team and how the composition's laid out, you want to say, oh, maybe I need a little more damage. Maybe I need a little more sustainability. But this build, once you get the warrior and the black cleaver, Randuin's Omen's great for dealing with the critical strikes thing. Great for initiations. You blast in there, do some damage, and if you had to get out, you can use the active of Randuin's Omen, slowing people down and flash out, or slow people down so the rest of the team can catch up. And Mercury Tregs was prudent because of mostly Vayne, because I didn't want to deal with that condemn. But they had other CC capabilities that Mercury Treads would be awesome against. Mercury Treads is usually quite a solid like boots if you have to go with anything, unless they're all completely AD and they have very little CC. Then you don't have to worry about it. If they have at least one person who knows how to CC well, and they're a threat, Mercury Treads, bam bam. But they have little CC and they're mostly AD attack damage, then I would go Tabi. But yeah, these two items, and then you can go tanky. It's a pretty solid build. If you're super behind, I would still recommend the Black Cleaver, because of the cooldown. It's in the health. Wow, that incredible item. Alright, Tristana looks like she had standard Tristana stuff, Infinity Edge, Static Shiv, with that extra K there. Static. Morgana, Accelerate. Okay, so this is kind of how I run my Morgana. I don't build Frost Queen's Claim. I just I build the second tier, and then I get to Zanya's, and then I start building higher level items, and eventually at the end of the game I will upgrade Frost Queen's Claim. And Renekton, Black Cleaver, solid item with the health. Dead Man's Plate, so he can, that's good for speeding around the map. Spectre's Cowl, I guess, to deal with Heimerdinger, even though he wasn't much of a threat. I mean, yeah. Especially when Smite can smite that ultimate. Home Guard, because he was dealing a lot with Vayne's attacks, so that's fine. I mean, it got Ninja Tabi Home Guard. And looks like he was building Magic Resist. That big Magic Resist item. Although I don't think that's necessary. So maybe, I don't know. Spectre's Cowl. Well, alright, whatever. And Katarina, the big gun's coming out. I'm surprised that she didn't have a stacking item. But Rylai's Crystal Scepter looks like she got some health. I'm seeing this a lot more often. It's kind of, I think it's single target. Let's read this. Passive damaging spells and abilities apply a movement speed reduction to enemies. Okay, that's good because you don't want people to run away from your Katarina Spinny Spin. 40% reduction. Okay, damage over time or multi-hit. 20% reduction for 1 second. Okay. Summon minions. Okay. If a spell hits in more than one category, it uses the weakest slow value. Okay, I got it. Okay. So it gives Katarina some health, and you got Luden's Echo for that massive burst. Okay, and you got movement speed. That's okay. I can see who it is. And Zanya's Hourglass. Frightening items. Frightening 17, 2, and 8. Yikes. Vayne looks like. Now here's the thing. Like she was building, static shiv and rapid fire cannon, critical strike build, and I'm like, why wouldn't you build into like Blade of the Rune King first? I mean, first of all, Renekton is health, and Blade of the Rune King targets health precisely. I feel like this was a big mistake on Vayne's part. She was going for a critical hit build. Maybe she was trying something else, Yeah. That, critical hit builds are pretty, critical strike builds are pretty awesome, but the fact that there's a couple of things here. Vayne, the faster that she autos, the more times you get that that third strike that ignores all. I think it ignores all defenses. It does extra damage. So the more times you fight, you get that extra damage, and you get the sustain. You get so much sustain from Blood of the Rune King. Vayne is crazy sustainer, and if you're able to kite a little bit, condemn people, you can really chunk people, and either they have to turn away or run away, or you can kill them, and it makes them hard for them to get away because of Vayne's passive, which follows people. You get a movement speed boost, and you can follow people. It's a scary champion. Scary. All right, Heimerdinger went 0-6. That's interesting. I know Katarina's like blade hurts his turrets, so Katarina is like a decent counter because of her ranged throwy dagger thing. I can think when it does burst damage with Ludens. But yeah, let's see. But it looks like he got a fair amount of farm. Regardless, he did better in farm than Katarina. Lee Sin, Enchantment Warrior. That's good. Maw of Malmortius. Okay, so he would have issues when he would fight me and Renekton. But the Maw of Malmortius. This is curious. Like because Kat was like so fed, but maybe she wasn't at some point. But to get Maw the Malmortius, like Katarina, I just don't feel like this is enough to deal with Katarina. Like a lot of times, it's good just to go like full. Like you get your Black Cleaver as Lee Sin, you get your Enchantment Warrior, and you try to make some plays, initiate first, and with Katarina, if you can get your Q on her, you can knock her away, do some damage, but of course her Zanya's, you gotta look out for that too. So that would be difficult. I would try to go for Tristana and try to kill her. And if Katarina somehow used the Zanya's at some other point, I would keep track of that and take her out when she doesn't have it. Jinx looks like standard Jinx items. He was building Kurchies shard. She was building that. Get some attack speed. Pretty standard. Critical hit build. And Soraka coming out with auxiliary. Oh, the boots. I guess, I mean, these are helpful to put down wards. So that's alright, yeah. Looks like she had 0 and 8, but you notice that she was chasing some people, and I don't know what she was thinking, like coming so close into our jungle, right? Like, I think at one time I just dashed out and I killed her instantly, and then I zapped on over to Jinx with my ultimate. And she looks like she's going for some AP items to help out with her healing. She might have did better with utility items, but it's like with her heals, we don't like. The problem I find with Soraka in this group is because we do exceptional amount of burst damage. I mean, me in particular, I'm all about that burst damage. Like, once my ability's over, you're either dead or you're very low. And Soraka's heal is just not going to save you. But if you're a big tank and you got lots of health, Soraka is quite useful. But they had quite a few things going against them that made them surrender very early. Made them surrender in general. So a lot of times, like, you can go even on teams. Like these two teams, we could have gone even. Or the people playing them could have gone even, but there were a couple of issues. So the champions they picked were vulnerable to burst, and I knew that, so I would, pick the most bursty champion that I'm comfortable with, Vi. And so that was Vayne, Heimerdinger, and no. Jinx, Vayne, and Lee Sin were the first picks. So I'm thinking, okay, 3 out of 5 aren't tanky, so I can do my burst skirmisher assassin type thing. I'm Vi in that way is kind of an assassin. You can have her in a team fight, but knocking someone out as quick as possible is sort of one of her standout abilities. And she definitely can pin down ADCs like nobody's business. You surprise someone with a Q, no matter what they do, you get your combos off. They're finished. But yeah, they lost in another arena. Champion select. Soraka, if she would have got an initiator, like a tanky initiator, or Jinx or Vayne would have gone like top Vayne. If she would have picked Nasus or something like that, something that could go the distance, their team would have been a little. Their team would have had more viability. I play Vi. But yeah, they had such. And once they kept getting caught out, and one was dying after the other, Vayne wasn't grouping, and they needed to group. They could not. You cannot skirmish our team because we will just surprise and just burst you down like crazy. So if they would have had better communication, like, we need to group on this point, we need to stay in this bush right here, we need to take one person out, because they can certainly manage that. But to counter stuff like that, you want to ward up the areas that you're around, dragon or your own base. I remember Lee Sin was invading my area. I had to flash out of my red so he wouldn't kill me. So in the beginning there, I was out of it. I really was. But we pulled it together fairly easy. All right.